Good morning, folks. This is Mike coming back at you with another video on precalculus. In the previous video, we talked about the difference in some formulas for sine, cosine, and tangent, and we saw some sample problems in which we used those formulas. In this video, it's going to be a short video. I just want to show you double angle, half angle, and power reduction formulas, as well as some other formulas involving trig functions. So let's get right into it. Here we have the double angle formulas for sine, cosine, and tangent. Sine of 2 theta equals 2 times the sine of theta times the cosine of theta. Cosine of 2 theta is cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta. And then tan of 2 theta is 2 times tan theta divided by 1 minus tan squared theta. And there's a nice easy way to sort of verify these formulas. If you replace alpha and beta up here in sine, cosine, and tangent, if you replace both the alpha and the beta with theta, and you use the sum formula in each of those cases, then you'll come up with these formulas right here. And do a little bit of simplification. So I'll let you verify those on your own. Really straightforward to arrive at those results. The formula for cosine of 2 theta, though, there are two other equivalent forms for it. We have cosine squared theta minus sine squared theta, but we can also have 2 cosine squared theta minus 1, or we can have 1 minus 2 sine squared theta. So these are two alternate yet equivalent forms for cosine of 2 theta. And it's actually these alternate forms that we use to come up with 2 of our 3 power reduction formulas. And actually we use it to come up with all 3. Sine squared theta is 1 minus cosine of 2 theta all over 2. Cosine squared theta is 1 plus cosine of 2 theta all over 2. And tan squared theta is 1 minus cosine 2 theta divided by 1 plus cosine of 2 theta. If you take this quantity here and set it equal to that, you come up with your sine squared theta. If you take this quantity, set it equal to this, you can solve for your cosine squared theta. And then if you take the quotient of these two, you get this one here, because tan squared is sine squared over cosine squared. So that's how we arrive at that. Last thing I want to mention in this section are the half angle formulas. These guys are right here. Notice that there's plus or minus the square root. The plus or minus means you have to figure out the sign of the trig function based on the quadrant that alpha over 2 lies in. And there's a couple alternate forms there for the half angle formula for tangent. Now, really, are you ever really going to use these formulas in your higher level math classes? Not really so much the half angle formulas. The power reducing formulas, you will likely use those, so those can help. And then the double angle formulas as well. Knowing those and having those in your back pocket are definitely handy. But now I just want to show you some other formulas here. These are product to sum and sum to product formulas. The formulas are as follows. We have products of sine and or cosine at 2 angles. Basically all we're doing here is we're taking the difference or sum formulas that we learned about in our previous video. We're taking these formulas right here, and we are just taking the appropriate linear combination of them to come up with what these particular products are, each of these pieces, the cosine times cosine, sine times a sine, or a sine times a cosine. Again, are you really going to necessarily use these in your higher level math classes? Not likely, but I want you to at least see them and know that they are out there. Same thing for the sum to product formulas as well. So guys, this concludes our very short video on these two sections, double angle, half angle, power reduction, sum to product, and product to sum formulas. Again, really the double angle and the power reduction formulas are the formulas that you will most likely use in future math classes. The other ones, not so much. They're just nice to see. If you have any questions or comments, guys, please be sure to reach out to me. Send me emails, send me texts, leave messages on my cell phone if you have to, flare signals, rocks thrown at me, whatever you have to do. Otherwise, until the next video, take it easy, guys.